Hi, so in the last video we completed the main.py function. The only thing which is left which is to be discussed is the JavaScript code. Now what is this JavaScript and how JavaScript is coming into the picture? Basically JavaScript is basically because of this charts. So these charts are basically of d3.js, or you can say chart.js. So this chart.js is a very amazing library or for open source HTML5 charts for your website, as you can see. Okay, so these are on demand, you can get easily. Just you have to copy the code from here and then just simply paste the code in the template and everything will be working fine, right? So let us get started from where the data is getting coming to this JavaScript console basically. So over here we have this value feature, right? So this get dict thing which takes in the value feature, which is nothing but the feature which the user is selecting from here. For example, I am selecting safety, and if I hit predict over here, so you can see that the chart is getting distributed for safety. Now from where did this safety come? So this safety came from this get dict of value, right? So this get dict of value is basically a function which will return me a dictionary. So when there is a dictionary returned in Python, in JavaScript that is called as an object. In JavaScript that is an object. So this value count is being passed over here as value count is equals to value count. Now if you want to integrate JavaScript in Flask, you have to first mention this block JavaScript and end block JavaScript and end block. If you do not mention this, then the entire code will be wrong. The JavaScript will not work. If you want JavaScript to work, you have to mention these. And one important thing is these libraries. So chart.js has several script files which you have to keep it into the head of your template if you are using these for charts. Okay, so that is nothing but chart.js, d3.js and d3.js. So once everything is done fine, what is the thing now is we are saying mapper is equals to mapper of safe. So if you don't keep safe, means the JavaScript will understand that the data is coming from some unknown source and it will mark it as null. But if you keep it as safe, then the safe keyword is kind of a blend of Python saying JavaScript that hey, I want to pass a key value pair which in your language is known as object. So please do consider it. So mapper of safe will do that. Now when you console log it, so if you just see the console of this, you can just see the console of this. So if you see the console of this, you can see this object. You can see this object, right? So that is what I was saying. In JavaScript, Python dictionaries are known as objects. Okay. So if you want to declare an array, now I need to separate the keys. That is nothing but the keys and the values I need to separate. So for that, I'm declaring two arrays named as keys and values. So for const item in mapper, so for every item in mapper, you push the keys into the keys list and you push the values into the value list. That's it. This is all about the JavaScript. So you are having all the keys in keys list, you are having all the values in the values list. Now if you want to draw a donut chart, so if you want to get a donut chart, you go to this place and just type in donut chart over here, donut chart, donut in pie charts. So this is a donut chart. So you can just go to setup, you can copy this const data is equals to thing, or you can come down and there in the bottom you'll get some kind of more specific things. Okay, you can copy them from here, or you can go to general, you can go to data structures. Okay, you can explore this a heap lot of things. So over here const data is this you can do padding. If you want to, you can give some kind of padding and everything. Okay, so over here I am using this. So var ctx is equals to document.get element of chart, get context of 2D. Okay, so this get element by id of chart. So where is this chart id documented? in the entire HTML. It's documented over here. Chart. You can see this chart. So canvas is equals to height 400, width 400, ID is equals to chart. So what is this script file targeting on? It's targeting on this chart. So what is this chart actually? A canvas. So this is actually a canvas which has been displayed over here. So this is the canvas. Okay, this entire thing is considered to be the canvas. So yeah, so we'll get that, we can select it. In that, what we need to do, we will pass that CTX and we want to display a donut chart in that canvas. So from where will we get the donut chart? We are having this data thing, right? So from where are we getting it? From the chart.js library. You just search it over here, donut charts, donut and pie charts, or whatever you want. You just search it. You just go here. You just say setup actions. You can add data. You can hide. You can show. You can hide 0,1. You can randomize. You can do a heap lot of things out of this. You can add the data set and so many things. You can get so attractive charts like this. Not only this donut chart, you can see your multi-series pie chart is there. If you want the code, see everything what you need to do over here is, if you want to display a chart, these lines will be remaining the same till 266. It will be same. Type you need to change, because type over here we have, see, type is equals to pi. In case of radar and skip points, type will be radar and everything. So you have to make sure that you are selecting the right type for your chart. And then what? Label is nothing but the keys, and data. Data is the thing and on which basis the chart will be printed. So that is nothing but the values. So keys and values, we know that x and y relationship, that is what has been plotted. And this is all the background colors which you can give. So this is all about the JavaScript part on our project. In the next video, we'll discuss about how to deploy this simple application on Google Cloud Server. Okay.